guys, so this is going to be a quick comic review of my recent graphic novel purchase, which is the Batman Arkham Asylum, a serious house on serious earth. Now, sometimes it's abbreviated to Batman Arkham Asylum, so it is a Batman graphic novel. It's written by Grant Morrison and it's illustrated by Dave McKean, and it was originally published in the US in both hardcover and softcover editions by DC Comics in 1989. Went over and came within couple of days, which I was really happy with. Gave it a read yesterday, first time reading it as well. The reason I got onto it was I was watching a YouTube video and a YouTuber called Comics Explained, really cool guy, and he referenced this comic and I hadn't heard about it, and from what he was saying on his video, I was just intrigued. I wanted to read it and I wanted to see what the story was. I wasn't familiar with it, so yeah, dove straight in and made the purchase. So I really enjoyed this graphic novel, guys. It's a nice, shortish story. There isn't too much to go on. It's not too long in the tooth, which is nice. The story flows really nicely. You can get through it. Relative ease, you know, if you're an experienced reader. You can definitely, the artwork, I mean, it's absolutely stunning. That was one thing I really liked about this. It was different to your usual sort of artwork. I mean, you've got, look at that, and it is a psychological horror, so it's on the horror side, it's on the scary side. It's meant to be psychological. It plays with your mind. The artwork sort of helps with that as well. It's the connotation that comes from the content material. So really, just to give you an overview without obviously giving you any spoilers. The story follows two stories consecutively. Switch back between past and present. So the past, you have Amadeus Arkham, the founder of Arkham Asylum, and it sort of follows him and him becoming the founder of Arkham, basically, and how that comes to be, the origin of Arkham Asylum itself. Which is great, and that was an insight. I haven't actually seen that in any other comics, so I'm not too sure on the original origin, if there is one, or maybe this is it, but that's something I will have to look into. But as you can see, there's a lot of black and white here, and then the occasional red. The Joker does feature heavily in this, so if you're a Joker fan and you haven't read this, I would definitely recommend that you do. The artwork is phenomenal. It's unlike most comics that I've ever seen, so that is a really nice sort of touch to the mental. And at points you're not really sure what's going on and which character's which, but all is explained, and that is for obviously a purpose. But yeah, as you get through, the story follows Amadeus Arkham and how Arkham comes to be, and it also follows Batman. Batman's been called in by Jim Gordon as the inmates have taken over the asylum. So that's the basic principle of the story, and Batman rushes in as Batman does to try and sort the problem out. Their only real demand, here he is going into Arkham, is that they have Batman in there with them. That's their only demand. And it features a catalogue of the rogues gallery of Batman's villains. And yeah, it's great. The artwork's amazing. I'm not going to show you too much because I don't want to spoil it, but just to give you an overview. So yeah, obviously you can see the Joker's some demonic feature in this, the way he looks and the way he's drawn and the way it's coloured. He looks very, very demonic, and I really like that take. The characters are very, very true to themselves as well. Got some better artwork there. Two-Face features as well. They're two of the main characters along with Batman. Batman appears very demonic himself in this, and yeah, almost shadow-like in a lot of the content, but it's a great read. It's a shortish story. It's not too long, so it's not too taxing. It flows really nicely. I got through it really quickly from beginning to the end, just because it was a great read. So I would highly recommend this. I'm going to do a couple of reviews on some of my other favourites that I've got in my collection. If any recommendation, leave them in the comments, because I haven't read everything. I don't know anyone that has read everything. So this was new to me, and I picked it up, and it was amazing, and I wasn't disappointed. But I would definitely give this a read if you're a Batman fan and if you're a Joker fan. This is definitely something that I would definitely get in my collection, and I'm definitely going to keep this as well. So yeah, just as you can see, a brief overview there, written by Comics Master Grant Morrison, the JLA, the Invisibles, New X-Men, and beautifully painted by Dave McKean, so painted, not illustrated. The Sandman, Mr. Punch, Cages. And it's a controversial tale that follows the Dark Knight as he faces the most dangerous foes and his own inner demons. So yeah, it's a great read. It was, as I say, it was $10.99. I think I had to go less than that, but originally it was from titanbooks.com. Obviously, it's a graphic novel for mature readers, so it's a little bit more adult content in here, a little bit more violent, and yeah, the horror theme really comes through well. And it's a nice take. I think Batman is great for that because he is dark and he is menacing. But yeah, so a serious house on serious earth, and yeah, psychological horror story featuring Batman and virtually all the inmates of Arkham Asylum. So yeah, definitely give it a read. And yeah, please leave your comments below. If you've got any reading material you'd like me to go over, I definitely want to have a look at that. And yeah, like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Peace.